It's tabletop time.
And I'm Murray.
And I'm Dave.
I'm Jen. I'm Elle.
And I'm Jazza. And this
We just summoned a devil.
you had to be in stream to know what that was all about. Little pre-show joke that sometimes we have with our viewers on our weekly live broadcasts, which you could join by subscribing and getting notified when we go live. Same time every week.
And do we reverse pentagram?
Yes, doesn't it go back to...
It goes back to me.
Has to go back to Murray to finish it.
Oh, we have to unsummon.
We are playing tonight using Gateway Roleplay. They are in-house game system that we have developed here and are continuing to develop. And hopefully you'll be able to see it in June. That's exciting.
And I'd like to remind everyone that the pentagram is a symbol to ward off evil and actually has nothing to do with satanic rites and rituals. Oh, sorry, was I meant to plug something? I was just...
Yes, the pentagram.
Ah, right. Don't flip it upside down, though. That's got the cult significance.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gateway Roleplay, if you would like to jump in early, you should consider joining our Patreon. We appreciate everyone's support on Patreon. All the links are down in the description below if you'd like to go check it out.
Yeah, and you can also listen to it on wherever you get your podcasts, because we like to talk a lot, as well as just make imaginary symbols, so, you know.
And we have a live stream. We're doing it now. Did we mention that?
Jazz
Ruined the pentagram.
There was a fifth
I wasn't
one.
listening.
That's how we begin.
I wasn't listening.
Our little intros.
There was one.
But you know what we haven't done?
Merch.
What?
Well, I was going to say summarise last week, but
What haven't we done?
start the episode.
And in last week's episode, we're going to do a little bit of like a Mad Lib recap where I start and you continue.
Oh.
I don't know what Mad Libs is. I just think it's where I say something and you take it and you
Don't
take
you
it.
give me an adjective, give me a noun, and then I read you back something silly.
Then I say next. You have to come up with another character.
Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to do one-word sentences. Last,
Oh my god, week. What? This is in a circle?
I
Was.
playing.
Poop.
We were meant to recap the episode one word at a time.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I know. He said I, and I was like, what did
let's
Murray
do
do
it.
last week?
Last. We'll do, circle. No, Jazza. Jazza. This is the circle
So
now.
much power.
Oh, okay.
Last.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. We'll skip your turn, Jazza.
Week.
All right, Jazza's out. Jen, Jazza's out.
Week.
We
Visited.
The
Haunted.
house.
Where.
Jazza
Died.
From
Haunter.
Zlick.
Slick.
We.
then
Played.
Hide.
No, she's Jensen and.
seek.
With.
Haunter.
You, Tim.
Who.
Lost.
Except.
He.
Pooped.
Led.
Us.
To.
A.
Gengar.
Who
Fought.
Viciously.
Against.
Poop.
Stormy.
And.
Beat.
Stormy.
Up.
Rub it in. Traumatized.
Stormy.
Wrong.
Horribly.
I think she meant down the hill.
Where's the lie?
I think that's it.
No,
Yeah.
because I'm not
Yeah.
the thing, a very crucial thing.
We
Okay.
did it. There was a person. That was one word.
Just say Haunter.
Haunter?
Attacked.
Gengar.
And
Ate? Something?
It.
Gengar Ed.
Ate it up. Just.
No. Melanie.
We're almost there, everyone.
Boogie boarded.
Melanie boogie boarded.
Melanie sent Brad's ghost over to the kid. That was the last thing we ended on.
my God.
Yes.
I didn't want to
That was
forget
the last thing we ended on.
Yay,
We did it.
Beautiful. We're
I'm not
so
gonna lie, I
good
forgot
at
that. No, it's like, what happened? I don't remember.
We just boogie boarded away.
I
Yeah, I
thought.
was mentally broken
So,
by the end of that.
commenters in the YouTube comments, I want you to tell us which half of that did you enjoy? Did you A, enjoy the terrible one-word story, or did you B, enjoy the poo?
I mean, everyone's
Perfectly
saying,
reasonable to enjoy both.
Everyone's saying blame Jazzo, so I think that tells us
You
their
know,
perspective.
yeah. What did Rob Boy say? The quote: "The minister's dos."
I'm sorry, what?
Okay,
los dos.
There's another one.
Both?
Jazza is in a mood
we need to keep
tonight.
throwing
He's in a
you.
mood.
Bringing
It's
a
out, it's
new
out.
phrase, a new
It's
meaning
out.
to the phrase "talking shit."
I'm ready. Let's go. I'm
So
pumped.
tonight we are picking up our episode in this zone. I have a zone theory, and that zone theory is I don't know how to use buttons.
I mean, it's been a whole week since we.
But everything's fixed. It's fixed. We can change
Yes.
the screen
It
now.
works.
I can
Thanks
push
to none of
people's
us.
buttons.
No.
Just decided to work.
The machine was happy.
Yeah.
So we pick up with Brad's ghost floating over towards the mysterious character.
Floating.
And you float over to the child who is standing up the hill near a rocky escarpment with all these collapsed rocks everywhere, and there's a broken tree at the entrance collapsed down. It looks really disheveled, as if like a big windstorm had come through here.
This is when the battle is concluded.
The battle's
down
done.
there.
Yeah, it's all concluding.
Hey, are you okay?
The child doesn't react at all.
Look, I don't know if you know those ghost Pokemon back there. They've done a number on me. Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There's no reaction.
I slowly put my finger in my mouth and reach forward, just waiting to see if he reacts, seeing I'm going in for the wet willy. No reaction?
Your finger passes straight through his head.
He doesn't react?
No reaction.
Okay. So I'm a ghost, he's real, but he doesn't sense me.
Doesn't seem that way.
Okay. Is there something I can do?
You could raise the awareness of the rest of the group.
Okay. Yeah, I head on back and I'm like, Melanie.
Ah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Didn't spook you?
A little bit.
Okay. There's a kid up there. It seems like he needs help. He doesn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
Is Ghost
Miss
Brad
Melanie.
speaking to you again?
Yeah. Watch.
As Melanie makes eye contact, you see the oversized sleeves of this kid as they wave, like gesturing
okay.
for you to come over to
Alright.
them.
I look over to Gengar and Haunter. Are they just laughing at each other now? Like they're distracted?
What's happening there?
Yeah, they're in a.
Oh no, Gengar
big-
passed out. Didn't
Yeah, they're like bullying Gengar a little bit. They're like poking his fat tummy and stuff.
Where's Mimikyu at?
Mimikyu is with you. We're like standing with a lot of you and looking up and pointing at the boy.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Bye, Haunter. Bye, Gengar.
Pikachu.
We follow Mimikyu in.
Good Pikachu.
And Pikachu journeys up with you to the boy, and you all arrive there at this broken, horrible-looking cave.
Ooh.
And the kid stands there and kind of,
Hi.
hi,
Oh. Hi.
help.
What?
Help. What do you need help with, mate? And why out here?
And he just lifts his sleeve and points at the collapsed rocks. Can someone make a investigation check? Whoever wants to take the lead
I
on that.
have no dice.
The challenge level on this is
I'll do it.
2.
Do you have spirit left, Mel?
I'll suss it out.
No. I wasted a lungo. Yeah, do we have any?
It's on.
It's on.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
No.
So wow.
Neither of them are working. The table cam works, but these ones don't.
Something had to break.
This
You
one's
know,
off.
You know,
Oh,
if
yeah.
we lost anything, the dice cam is the least important thing.
Suppose this one was broken last time.
You can inform everyone.
Alright.
Inform Lord Vader, we have a prisoner.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. As you sort of get near where this boy is pointing, you see that there is next to this broken and fallen tree and all these fallen rocks, it actually looks like the mouth of a cave. But as I described earlier, the cave looks almost like it was once maybe a old temple or a building. So you can see that telltale sign that there were large flagstone pillars holding up a little ledge of a roof and they've collapsed. But through all this, there are gaps that are small enough for a small Pokemon to crawl through. And also with significant effort, you could probably clear the debris as a group of adults.
All right. I'm going to turn back to the boy and say, is there someone on the other side? Is someone stuck?
Nods. Nods
I see.
violently.
A little bit of rescuing. All right. I think we can help.
And Mimikyu toddles over to the pile of rocks and looks like sort of anxious and is like hopping up and down with the bag.
Oh, maybe your owner's in there. Yeah, my partner. Partner. That's the word we use in Pokemon.
Buddy. Friend.
Friend. Yeah, that's a good one.
Some of my friends are unconscious right now.
Oh yeah,
All
everyone's
right.
technically dead.
Right. All right. So the size of this hole, it looks
Small enough for small Pokemon to crawl through.
All right.
Go on.
Melanie looks suspiciously like she has an idea.
Send out Applin.
Aww,
he's a new
guy.
Tiny little Applin.
Yeah.
Can he fit?
Yeah, you said Applin could absolutely fit. What's
use
Applin? What's Applin going to do once he's in there?
Try not to get eaten. Yes.
This little worm in an apple just.
Yeah, don't get eaten. And go check on the person to see if they're okay. And we'll use another Pokemon to try and get through.
How small a Pokemon are we talking? Like minuscule?
No. Now that your Pokemon have evolved, most of your starters won't be able to fit in. But like your regular average, like first Evo. So if you can think of any Pokemon that might be suitable to help you clear the rubble.
Yeah, I've got an idea, guys. What if we send in Big Hiss through the rock?
Big Hiss's name is Big.
And Big Hiss is the size of a tree.
Big Hiss.
Big Hiss.
If you lay him out, but he is like that thick.
I guess snakes are
He can go through,
squishy.
and also he's got the senses of a snake, so he would be pretty good at detecting anything inside there.
Wouldn't he scare whatever is in there?
I feel like whoever is in there is probably already pretty scared.
I don't know. Applin's a pretty tasty apple.
I say to Melanie, you could get Fomantis from my corpse.
Yeah, but you're all the way back there.
What do you guys have in terms of? I've forgotten what Pokemon you've all caught. Do you have anything that could help you
Paris?
clear rubble? No one caught a Sandshrew, did they?
No.
Have we seen a Sandshrew?
Yeah.
No, a Sandshrew got obliterated by the Raichu, didn't it?
Yeah.
You've seen, I think, 2 Sandshrews. I think one of the first Pokemon you fought was a Sandshrew.
I think so.
I'll go through things quickly. I have got Numbark, Shroomish, Ekans, and Kabuto.
I have Kabim and Roltz, who are both
Passed out.
unconscious, and then I have Pick-a-Peck.
Applin, Paris, Lottelei, and Egg.
Cool.
Egbert.
Ploddle.
Well, it's up to you if you can think of any abilities your Pokemon might have, or you want to just physically take checks to try and clear, or if you just want to do a scouting mission. It's up to you. Let me know what you want to do.
Bet you Kingler could clear that rubble. Right up.
Wherever he is.
Yep.
I'm having a minute time.
You can't use Pokemon abilities. They specifically have to have a TM or HM to use on environmental
can't break the
situations.
rock.
Oh no, I'm happy. It's roleplay. I'm happy for you if you have abilities that and you can logically deduce like a plan. I'm happy for you to make some checks,
Sure.
and your Pokemon abilities can almost be like the tools that enable that. I don't have a blowtorch. Well, I've got a
Sure.
pyro web. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to plan on getting Numbark to use a Vine Whip and Kabuto to help with moving some rocks away. And in the meantime, I can either help or I could scoot back and pick up good old Brad, who's just sort of.
So you guys are
Lying
trying to
somewhere.
see what's in there?
There's someone
Trying
trapped
to
in
clear
there.
the rubble. Oh, I didn't hear the question.
I'm like,
Oh, Brad asks this.
if only there's some way for us to get through here. I say like pondering and leaning on the rocks. and then I like fall into the rocks.
Yeah, go do that.
And then, Brad, you phase through the rocks, stumble into a cave, and then are very frustrated to find that there are very, very minor beams of light coming through the entrance, but it's pitch black inside, and you can't see anything.
I can. I see nothing.
Brad says he sees nothing.
It's a cave. and
Unfortunately,
it's
you don't
almost
have
like
ghosto vision.
We need
Yeah.
the TM flash.
So
Yeah, but
he sees nothing. All right. All right. If we go back, Pyroweb, is he still in Pokeball?
Yeah, no,
I
he's
would
out.
use
He's out.
Kabeam in the light, but
He said
Kabeam
fine.
is
All right. So he's here
not
with us, or is he
alive.
with Brad's?
He'll be with
Body.
you. He would have followed you.
Meanwhile, back at Jazz's or Brad's body,
Jazz's actual
Pyro Web just like retucks in the warm flame blanket that it weaved out of spider silk and is keeping burning, and then like pats, strokes Brad's hair with its like talon, and it's currently in the process of like hoisting a spider web wrapped up Brad in this warm blanket, hoisting him
Yeah,
and lowering him into a spider web hammock that it has made, and it's like rocking him.
Oh, you're going to say grave.
Wait. It wants you to be okay.
Down a well.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Well, I think
All right.
Victor was
So,
going back to
If
Brad.
we get Pyroweave to wrap some flaming silk around a torch or something, like a stick or even a rock.
Is Pyrowave pretty small? Pyroweb?
No,
Pyrowave.
but we put a light source on a rock
Webby.
and pass it through, and then that should allow Brad, who's on the other side, to see, right?
Okie dokie.
I mean, I guess. How big are the holes in between the rocks here?
Big enough for Pokemon to go through. Only small
Is
Pokemon.
Kabeem dead? I mean, knocked
Kabeem
out?
is,
Yes.
is fainted. Do you guys have a
Kabeem.
revive?
Okay.
well,
I mean, sure.
I don't think I have a revive. Does anyone have a revive?
No, we do not.
I mean, you could also attempt to just clear the rocks
yeah,
as
that
well.
was. If you want to go,
And if you fail, yeah.
if you want to go get Webby, that's cool. We'll start clearing some rocks. If you want to leave any of your Pokemon behind to help, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I can get the Pokemon if you want.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah,
convince
sure.
Pyrowave to come up, that would be great. Stormy.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, and in the
Yes.
meantime, we'll
Send the child with the fainted Pokemon down through the angry ghost Pokemon.
No, I should
be right.
She can't clear the rocks.
It's actually very logical. Just hope that Haunter and...
You know how to
Guys,
do
yeah.
You'll be
Pecky.
right.
Okay, cool.
She's small.
Pecky will do fine.
Yeah.
Hey, it is normal
You
type.
can, you can run.
I can run.
Okay.
We start clearing rocks.
Okay. How are you going to do it?
I'm
You,
gonna
you go first.
Embark with Vine Whip, and Kabuto can use Mud Shot to try and make things slide. Otherwise,
Yeah. No, I like
Yeah.
that. Kind of like making a mud slick that then the vine can like and
Yeah.
slide it through. Yeah, that's cool.
and I'll help push and fall over a lot or something.
Okie dokie. I'm going to say these are pretty heavy rocks. Melanie, what are you doing anything?
Is Melanie doing anything? I'm gonna send out Paris.
Send out Paris?
Yeah, I bring back Applin. Paris is going to attempt to scratch it though, which I know he's not going to do anything, but at least he feels like he's helping.
Okay.
And I'm going to just try and start moving rocks. I know it's probably not going to work, but I'll just try
You've
again.
been carrying around that egg. You're pretty good with weights. I think, now.
Oh, Ploddle might give it a shot too. He likes to run into things, doesn't he? Oh man, I'm thinking of the other Pokemon.
You're thinking of the shield on, maybe?
Yeah, I am. Oh, I
Polishing
should have
the
caught that
face.
shield on. I've been perfect for this. Ploddle can try to
You
help.
are on a hill. I don't know if that helps you in any way. Ploddle's very heavy. I don't know if this information is helpful.
Which
I just
way
thought
is
of it,
the?
so
Are we
no.
facing down the hill? Or
Yeah, you just
where's
walked up
the
a little
cave?
short hill. It's like a short hill.
Yeah,
It's
can
like
I
a little.
tie do I have rope? Or have we lost the rope?
Someone had rope, didn't
We've
you?
got a belt.
You have a trusty belt. I swear someone had a bit of rope.
I think we did at one
We
point.
did, and then the Kabuto ate
Oh, the
it.
escape rope. Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. I'm just going
You
to
have vine whips from.
No one. Yeah, but that's not going to help
Okay.
me. I'm just going to try and move through.
All
What are you
right.
thinking? Making a wrecking ball out of the
I
egg?
was thinking that tying a rock to
Ploddle.
the egg Ploddle and just like having him roll down the hill.
Yeah, that was my plan too.
It just like pulls them all after. All right. So I'm going to get you to make, with what you've suggested, I'm going to say you can make either power or you can make engineering
Oh,
as a check.
both of us?
Or,
Oh, that's
because
fine.
because I'm really generous, you can do either with either trait. So you can do an engineering strength check or an engineering intelligence check or a power strength or power intelligence. Up to you, whatever's the best combo for both of you.
I got none.
And because you're doing teamwork, only one of you needs to roll. The challenge level is 4, but you get an extra dice.
Good luck.
You get an extra dice for everyone helping, and I'm happy to say that. So it's 4 people helping because you have 3 Pokemon that have got good reasons to help, as well as Melanie.
Okay, so extra.
Yeah. Challenge level is 4.
Good luck.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 successes. Okay.
Out of 9.
So about the time that Stormy gets all the way down the hill, sneaks around past the ghosts, they actually are quite distracted, and arrives at Brad's corpse in a hammock. And Webby looks up. The other guys have pulled enough rocks away that they're starting to make some headway. You gonna still grab?
Yeah, I blissfully do not know this.
Cool.
So I'm still going to grab. I'll say, "Hi, Webby. We need your help." And then we'll come back to Brad. It's probably to help save him.
Make a charm check. Or empathy. Either will work for me.
I'll do charm.
Okay. Challenge level 2.
4.
Webby. And he leans in, pats. I say web, it's Pyroweaver. Isn't it? Pyroweaver? No, is it Pyroweb?
I thought we were saying Webby.
Pyroweb. Yeah. Webby. Pats Brad on the head.
It live.
And scurries off after you.
Okay.
And by the time you get back up to the top, there is just enough rubble cleared by Melanie and Brad. Sorry, by Melanie and Victor. I always do that. That people could like climb in. There's still, it's very dark in there, but there's like a pile of rubble and the top rubble's been cleared and you could now climb in.
I got him.
Oh, well done, Stormy.
It's a source of light.
Oh, all right.
Fire.
Before we go into it, if anyone can hear me, call out in there.
There is no reply.
All right.
All right, Brad,
That's
in you
worth a
go.
shot.
I guess that makes sense.
Before anyone even makes good headway, Pikachu starts scrabbling over the rubble and like tugging at the bag and dragging it over and climbing
buddy,
in.
wait, it might not be safe.
Someone should go in there, right?
Yeah, Brad will go in.
Yeah, that's right. I'll keep him company.
Yeah,
And
Brad's
I'll
going
start
in.
You
wandering.
ghost go in.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, what if the little guy gets in trouble? Maybe I should try and follow.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there. It looks dark and I don't have Kabine. So you can go.
You'll be right.
Will might keep trying to pull out the rocks and see if we can get more light in.
So Victor's going to head in
Yeah, I'm going to try and climb up and
with Brad as a ghost.
The two who cannot
Pyrowave.
communicate
If you-
to each
if you-
other.
If you wouldn't mind giving us a little bit of light with your silk, that would be great. Thanks.
Pyroweb comes with. So Pyroweb, Ghost, Brad, and Victor all journey into this dark and small place. It's probably about the size of a studio apartment inside with lots of rubble collapsed. Sorry, what?
It sounded like the start of a bar joke.
Do you all walk into a cave?
Walk into a cave.
I'll retrieve Kabuto, but Number can follow along behind me.
And Mimikyu is, of course, coming, dragging that bag over rocks and rubble.
It's the ghost kid following.
The ghost kid is not following.
Ooh, we got the ghost kid.
The ghost kid is standing outside with you guys.
Not helping move the rocks?
No, hasn't helped. Hasn't helped at all.
Kids these days are so useless.
Hey,
Not you, though.
I go Webby.
You're a child, technically. Not a kid,
Child and
so...
kid is literally the same word.
Nah, it's not.
She and so technically they are synonyms.
Once you've taken a few, there's an eerie, quiet, and very musty atmosphere in here. And Brad takes several steps in, sort of journeys, as I said, about a studio apartment. Goes around some rocks. Victor going in tow, Pyroweb creating light, and Mimikyu with a sense of distressed urgency. As you round the corner and Victor sees a rather old-looking lump on the ground, which he immediately recognizes would be the form of a person. However, with no checks required, you're aware that this person has been gone for a long time.
Oh, whoa.
Like a long time.
Oh, dear. This is grim.
Yeah. Pokemon sometimes gets grim.
Really?
But we're not going to dig in the grim.
Corpses grim?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And there are two, the clothes are disheveled, and as Pyroweb gets closer, you recognize a very familiar purple hood, but no bag. The bag that you've been spotting on the boy has been identical now that you realize, but very faded, ruined, dragged, and damaged as the one that Mimikyu has been dragging around. Oh. So there's this lump on the ground, and Mimikyu returns and plumps the bag down and goes and seems sort of contented to have brought you here. Next to this body, there are two Pokeballs that are laying there, humming. Still active, open, very lightly.
Okay. All right. Mimikyu, do you know who these Pokeballs belong to? They're still vibrating. That sort of implies that...
It upon you saying Mimikyu, it was like, and it doesn't acknowledge you at all.
My deepest apologies. I have something in my throat. Pikachu.
Chew. Brad,
Yep.
you look up from this dark-looking lump on the ground, and you see a boy in a purple hoodie with a mask on and a bag standing over it, looking at you.
Hey,
And he points at the two Pokeballs, and then he goes and like punches his fist.
you want to battle?
He shakes his head.
You want us to look after them?
He shakes his head.
You want
Looking up to the...
you want me to beat them up?
Hand into mask, like face palm.
Point at Pokeballs. Punch hand. You want me to throw them?
I'm going to start like looking at the Pokeballs and just like examining them to see, you know, how they're still working after all this time.
Pokeball. Punched hand.
Pokeballs are pretty magical technology.
Wait,
They
wait.
just work.
Start again. How many words? Come on. You've played this before.
He walks over to a rock,
Syllables. Give me syllables.
puts his hands around the rock, but doesn't grab it because he's a ghost. Mimes lifting the rock, walking over, and like throwing it on the Pokeballs.
Break the Pokeballs.
Nods.
Got it.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, Pikachu. I think I broke it. Yeah, I can fix it. I can fix it. Hang on.
What are you doing, Victor? Do you actually break the Pokeball?
Yeah.
You just snap it backwards?
Yeah, I'm like trying to see whether it's working or not.
I feel like there's a check involved in accidentally breaking a Pokeball.
Sure.
Make a strength check, and if you get three or more, you accidentally break the Pokeball.
Only one.
He
Okay.
got 2 fails on that dice roll.
It is still a piece of You just it makes a weird noise.
Oh, it's fine. Never mind.
Victor, can you hear me?
No. You have to go back to Melanie.
All right. And I'm doing my ghost cardio.
Yeah.
You don't need to run.
Yeah, I'm like literally floating, but I'm also just like running. So I haven't
Like
got
there's
the hang
really
of it.
old animations where
Yeah,
it's
I'm
clear
like
that the
running
thing is
way
not
faster
moving.
than
The
the
background.
movement. So I'm like, and it's just like gliding
great.
along. Yeah. And I get there and I'm like, Melanie.
You okay?
Oh, it's just Brad. Yes.
I need communication help. There's a ghost in there who could talk to me, and I can't talk to Victor.
Dude, I'm not going in there if there's a ghost in there. That's scary.
Can you shout out to Victor to break the Pokeballs? And I'll run back inside. And I like running. and
Do I
floating.
feel like if I shouted, he would hear me?
Yeah,
It's the size of the studio apartment.
Yes, easy.
Hey, Victor.
Oh, yeah.
Brad says the Pokeballs.
I didn't break him. It's fine.
Break them.
What?
Break them.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. It seems kind of wasteful. All right. So, Pikachu's. I've been told I need to break these. Is this cool with you?
It nods.
Ah. Oh, well, all right then. And I'm going to, I guess, find a rock and.
With a rock, you'll be able to break them with a few smacks. Yeah. So you actively break the Pokeballs?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, both Pokeballs are open, by the way. They're not closed.
This is a big step for Victor.
Victor,
Pokeballs.
you smash
Who are you?
these two
They're so
Pokeballs,
precious.
and there is a weird surge of energy that like frizzes out, and one of the sparks shoots out the entrance of the cavern, and the other one shoots directly into the Mimikyu.
Oh.
And then the Mimikyu sighs and like takes the bag off and puts it next to the body.
Oh,
And then it like toddles out towards the front.
that's so sad. Can we be his friend, you guys?
We're not in the cave.
I like run ahead past Pikachu and go up to Melanie, and I'm like,
Mimikyu. Pikachu.
I think we just. I'm like trying to speak in a way that like don't want to be overheard, even though no one can hear me. I think we just freed this Mimikyu from a long deceased master, and he seems kind of sad and lonely.
Wait, there's a dead body in there?
Yeah.
You guys
child,
out the entrance. Wow, great tact, Melanie.
Oh, sorry, kid.
What's he saying?
No, there's no dead body in there. No. Just a cave. Really
There is.
stinky
There's
cave.
definitely a dead body,
Really
but it's been dead
stinky.
long enough that it's not stinky.
Okay.
Really
So you
stinky,
could go in there,
dirty cave.
it wouldn't smell.
But
Like a
It's not
corpse.
Victor's dead body.
no.
Okay.
No. But the Mimikyu is Pokeball was somehow in there. So now Mimikyu doesn't have an owner.
So
Oh, little guy.
just before Brad came out, the two of you outside, Stormy and Melanie, also saw a little bolt of light shoot out of the entrance of the cave and straight into the ghost. We're calling him the ghost boy now. The boy who's been unable to communicate with Brad, who's still standing with you with a purple hoodie on.
Can everyone see him?
Except everyone can see him. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not the one that you communicate. So there's been one out with, as I said at the start, Melanie and
stand
Victor,
out.
Melanie and Stormy. This purple hooded boy has been
Yeah.
standing with them the whole time.
But there's one in the cave.
There was one in the cave. Whoa. And this beam shot out and goes straight into the feet of this boy. And then he looks at you both after you've had this thing and he says, "Thank you." And then there is a flash of transformation as the boy's shape transforms into a Zorua.
What?
Look at it.
And Mimikyu walks up to the Zorua and like they lean heads into each other like two Pokemon going through some feelings.
Oh.
Like lovey feelings?
No,
Like
come on.
like sentimental feelings.
room. No.
Stormy's like,
Can I check if I feel like I can understand what's going on here? Like an empathy check,
Yeah,
essentially?
yeah, make an empathy check.
Woohoo!
Aw. I wish that Cutie was alive so I could see if this was what was bothering Cutie.
3 successes.
That is enough to pick up the emotions of these intelligent creatures that they have in the way that someone after a deceased relative might wish to mourn, spread some ashes or complete a final task. They have completed some final task that you don't know about what it was.
Melanie, after they have a second, leans down and gives them both a really big hug.
Oh. Group hug.
Stormy comes and joins in.
Obviously, the mood is heavy. At this point, does Victor rejoin the group?
Not quite yet. Back in the cave, I'm going to sort of just position the satchel a bit more around the body. I'm going to look in it, but more as a, learn something about this individual.
Yeah, cool. So, you open the satchel. Inside, one of the first things you can see is a prized possession, a purple clear-cased Game Boy Color with stickers on it, which also date everything a little bit. And you see notes, scribbles with some pencils and paper.
It's so sad.
They're not written particularly well, but there's a lot of drawings of fun and great things, and you recognize fossil Pokemon things on this island. There's not much written. It's clear that they're not a big writer, but there's a lot of drawings. And can I get you to make? I'll get you to make an investigation check.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to say an understanding check to kind of piece everything together.
Okay.
Challenge level will scale. The more you get, the more you get. 3 successes. Inside, you start to piece together some pictures, including there's a lot of pictures of what look like 2 adults, which you just and this boy, and you discern a mum and a dad. But then there's a couple of drawings that depict some kind of shipwreck, and there's no evidence of a mum or a dad anywhere. So you kind of piece together that this kid was probably on their own. But
This is so sad, Dave.
but with their Pokemon. And
Brad just there in ghost form.
and their Pokemon, they had great times for a time, until there's obviously what has happened with this cave-in has happened and trapped the boy. So the boy's been was alive here for many years, like several years.
Alive in the cave.
No, on the wilds, having fun. There's all these drawings of like fun adventures with the Mimikyu and the Zorua and like the stuff that they did together.
Yeah.
And you get the impression that both those Pokemon were actually on this island. So he didn't he had some Pokeballs or found them, but like he befriended them because Zorua was like rare and elusive, but kindred spirits and whatnot. But you then piece together the final piece of information, which is basically a note that is written in bad handwriting asking for help.
So sad.
And it seems that note was given to the Mimikyu to go and get help. Unfortunately, help didn't come for a very long time, probably thanks to 3 bloody bastards scaring off everyone who came near this place.
Rude.
So I'm going
That's
to
heavy.
tuck everything back in and just place the...
There's some other stuff in there, but do you rummage deep? Like there's some actual items in there.
No.
Okay, cool.
No. I think these can lie with their owner. So I'm going to put them on the chart. I'm going to call Numbark over. And I say, "Hey mate, can I have one of those flowers? Thanks." I'm going to just take an offered flower from a
Why in
Numbark's
Pokemon do we get the
tail. I'm just going to place it on the child's.
I didn't
Body.
entirely.
I say,
Yeah.
rest easy.
I had a lot of leeway. Sorry
Rest
for the
easy,
rip.
mate. Looks like your friend's going to be okay as too.
So you leave a flower on the body.
Yeah, and I'll leave.
And you go out, and there is this deeply sad moment as those who comprehend what is going on and what has happened are also hiding that information from a child and dealing with this. And then there is a strange noise, and a hiss, and a flash of weird light that you all briefly see, but no one else except Brad in his spirit form sees the full of it. And as soon as this noise happens, you hear a Gengar, Haunter, Gastly, and these three Stooges Pokemon, basically now who were mucking about back there, all arrive, and they're sort of standing behind, hands on hips, and they all appear to everyone, laughing, clapping, very inappropriate seemingly. But Brad sees this sort of ethereal shape of this boy float out of the body. Last task done. His Pokemon free and no longer bound here. and it like twists and shapes. It's only cohesively human for a moment before it sort of becomes like energy. Shoots out of the cave, and then there's a flash that Brad perceives but no one else does as it smack dab lands at the base of that broken tree at the stump. And then there is a cracking noise, a breaking noise. Tum 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 tum, and the cracking noise, and the ground breaks, and the stump, everyone can see this, lifts out of the ground. Tum 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 tum, tum tum, and this stump floats up, floating with this eeriness, and Ghastly, Honda, and Gengar, Ghastly, pulling faces, like pulling their tongues apart, blowing like, and the Phantom is like, woo, and then the Zoroa and the Mimikyu like clap and smile, and then they all just start like running around and playing together.
Playing with the Haunter and
Haunter,
Yeah.
Gengar, Ghastly. They're all being silly. Ghastly's like throwing his eyeballs around, and they're just being wacky ghost Pokemon. And Phantom sort of gets pulled away and starts playing with it. They like run off and start playing in that clearing, but then Phantom turns, floats back towards you, and then shoots into the cave. And you hear the sound of like almost cartoon, like stuff being thrown around. And then the Phantom comes back out with its arms full and like drops it on the ground, and then it just shoots off.
Wait. Oh, okay.
What?
Happened.
How do we get our friend back in our body? In his body?
I'm still dead.
Phantom turns around, floats over to you, and takes your hand, Brad. And floats you down the hill. Start heading towards your body.
Okay.
While the others are playing.
Oh, look at the stuff.
The stuff. There are 4 Pokeballs.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. There's about 200 yen in coins. There is a Japanese copy of like the Shonen Jump magazine from like 1998. And a few other like knickknacks of value to this child that he's sort of gifted you.
That Murray did not look for.
As we're floating down,
Well, he respectfully left
Respectfully
them.
left
This
the
is not
bag.
mine to take.
as we're floating down back to the body, I'm like, I'm glad you get to play again.
Phantom nods and spins around.
I think your Mimikyu really missed you.
Tom, tom, tom. And you, can I get you to make a insight check, intuition check?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Do you have cards for the Pokeballs?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
I got 2.
You pick up the sense that while it is very much the spirit of this child that has embodied and become this Pokemon, this lost child who died in the forest and inhabited a stump, that in that bargain, there is a definite loss or changing of something where there doesn't seem to be any remorse or sadness or guilt or complication about that.
Yeah.
It as an entity just seems to now be happy to go off with its friends and be a ghost Pokemon. So there's a clear like disconnect. It almost felt like even as it got the stuff and even as it floated away, like
It was fading away.
it's fading away, like any obligation or sense of things it had to do. The things that were anchoring this spirit to the world are like disintegrating. And this is like the last thing it's sort of remembering it should do as you arrive at your body. And then it looks at you and just with its little hands shoves you hard into your own body. But with the effect of ghost Pokemon, you like back awake.
And you're in a cocoon of spider silk.
No one's
And
there.
it is hypothetically, it is the coziest you've
Yeah.
ever been.
Yeah.
You are your entire weight is supported in this hammock of warmth that is perfectly cocooning you.
Oh my God. This is so restful. Can I have like a point of health?
A point of health for your eyes.
After being dead.
After being dead.
I think we're going to try and put the
Yeah,
cave
yeah,
back
yeah.
together, right? Like, as in, put the rocks up so no one goes in there.
I mean, what are your traditions around the dead?
That's what I would do. I don't know. What do you guys think?
What?
How easy would it be to rebury or collapse it further?
Pretty hard work.
Why
You
would
could also
try and bury
you
it?
could also like bury if you
There's
wanted
always
to. I think
cool
both
stuff
are right.
in
A
there.
tomb is fine. Tombs are perfectly acceptable.
There's all this cool stuff in there.
Yeah, but there could be a cave in, and that'd be really scary if someone got stuck in there.
Yeah, we wouldn't want people to get stuck.
Nah.
You might want to learn from that example of what happened there.
Yeah, people shouldn't be sheltering in this place.
Yeah.
It's true. And yet she remains oblivious. Also, I'm going to give you this berry because I don't have any more inventory.
Instead of doing that,
space.
Did you guys divvy out the Pokeballs?
yeah, we did.
Yes, I did.
Instead of doing that, I'm gonna go the tree that just got blasted by Phantom. Can I?
Oh yeah, there's a big hole. It's probably like 4 foot deep where that stump and all its roots got pulled out.
Oh, okay. Well, I look down the hole before I grab anything.
It's just a hole.
Oh, okay.
It's just a hole of broken loose soil that's like.
It's not Legend of Zelda, it's
4 foot
revealed a
deep.
chest or something.
Yeah.
I basically want to try my best to make a makeshift sign that says "Do not enter."
Okay. Make an engineering check, challenge level 1.
That's where I'm not a Viking.
Could use some berry juice on the rocks.
Maybe. We'll see how we go.
Ghastly just
Hey.
licks it off.
That was 2 successes.
2 successes, yes. You make a rudimentary sign and you can.
Yeah, good enough. This will
Just
stop
danger,
anyone.
danger, don't enter.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we should go check on Brad. He zoomed off back to his body. So.
Oh, okay.
And the phantom floats away. You know, the darkest timeline would have been you guys just throw a Pokeball at the phantom.
I was gonna say, but I thought the movement deserves some reverence. But I was gonna be like, catch it. Now we own the child.
Or if Stormy's like, oh, I love it, I'm going to catch that. And the adult's like, no, you can't catch that one.
Why
Imagine,
not this one?
imagine if you were collecting all the Pokemon for your Pokedex entries. So you had to catch
You'd end up
one.
with about 5 or 10 dead children because that's what Pokedex entries say. So this is all canon.
Yeah, I believe
Like
it.
Phantump is when a lost child dies in the forest, their spirit can inhabit the stump of the tree.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone arrives, and I'm just sort of like rugged up
What the?
and wrapped.
I'll lean over and just like
Oh,
poke him.
hey guys.
Hey, he's
Oh,
back.
you're alive.
Yeah, I'm back.
Brad!
I would give you a big hug.
I remember now how much pain I'm in.
I'm going to say you gain a health.
Yay.
You're in less pain because it would be soothing and you've basically been at rest.
Yeah.
And Webby comes over to you and gives you a big spider hug.
Oh, Webby, you look after me.
And then Webby starts eating your spider blanket.
Aw.
I don't
no,
know
it's
how
fine.
we did it,
Just
but
let me
he
out.
saved
It's cool.
you.
Yeah, he's letting you out and also spiders reconsume their own silk. So
Yeah. Okay, he's going to save that energy for later. Never know when I might die again. That was weird, you guys.
It looked
You
weird.
were dead.
I
sure was.
Did you feel when?
No, they didn't.
Never mind.
they did.
Oh, it felt it, yes.
Did you feel what? Oh,
The wet willy.
That was you.
Yes.
My mum would tell you off so much.
Hey, when am I ever gonna get an opportunity to ghost prank you again? Hopefully never.
Okay, no more dying though.
No, yeah, I agree. That was awful.
Yeah, no more dying in this
Scary.
campaign, full stop. Okay.
All right.
Anyone.
I think we're
a home
done
to
up
love.
here. Shall we go rejoin Arden and leave these guys to the?
Yeah, we got all these new
They're fun.
I
Pokeballs.
think that's a good idea.
Here, have your Pokeball.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Ooh.
All right. You journey back down south. You head to the clearing.
Yeah, probably a bit quieter than usual.
Yeah, you can actually hear the sounds of ghost Pokemon frolicking with fun up on the hill with Zoroark and also Mimikyu.
Wrong song.
And in fact,
that's how they frolic.
not that anyone will ever see this, but I just want to add it because I think it's fun. And out of sight of prying eyes, glancing left and right with all the ghost Pokemon, Mimikyu removes the Pikachu costume, drops it on the ground, and starts having fun with the other Pokemon. Basically,
breaks.
being its wholesome self with the other dead Pokemon. Ghosties. Yeah.
Mimikyu Ghost.
Ghosty friends.
I think Mimikyu is dark type, but Mimikyu is basically like this. It's like supposedly it's a puppet or a costume, and it's scared that if anyone sees it, they'll die from how terrifying it is. The insinuation is it's like a horrifying entity that doesn't. It's not that inside, but
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it tries to be lovely.
Weirdly Cthulhu-esque.
Yeah. So
Really?
it can be itself around the ghost Pokemon. So you head back down to the clearing where you last saw Arden, and he's not there.
Uh-oh.
Do you think?
Are we looking for another cave in?
I hope not.
Do you think we fixed the thing that made the Pokemon sad?
Maybe.
Oh, it's-
Because Brad died and came back?
I don't know if it was specifically Brad. But
How would it be connected to the Mr. Mime?
Maybe the Haunter and the
I'm
Gengar?
not sure. I mean,
Nothing else happened.
maybe there was just a coincidence and there's something further on.
We should find Arden.
Are there any tracks on the ground? Sorry,
No.
I wouldn't know.
You need to
Victor.
make a check.
Hey, Victor, do you reckon you'd have a ranger way of being able to find someone?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's footprints over there.
You make a range check. Challenge level 3 to detect all the footprints.
3. What's the cheat sheet?
There's some questions in chat, and for clarity for everyone. So one of the problems was there was an incredibly dark and sad emotion that was causing intense pain to all the psychic Pokemon, and it was coming from the east.
Okay. Gotcha.
Where are we?
Sure.
The east.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
yes,
Maybe.
3 successes.
Nice.
You spot a few pairs of footprints. You spot 4 sets of footprints, 3 adults and 1 child that have entered and left this clearing in the last few hours,
Another group of people.
and several Pokemon footprints
3 adults.
and 1 child.
That's
Huh.
us.
It certainly is, Brad.
I did make that observation. Brad did. It was your conscience.
Why does your conscience sound
Brad,
like my
Brad
cousin?
wouldn't make that connection, and you succeeded
Right.
in the check. So.
All right.
This is definitely where we left him, right?
Yeah.
Maybe,
So there's our footprints.
maybe Arden died.
This is where Arden was sitting.
No one died, Stormy.
Brad did.
He's alive. Okay.
Are we sort of like a fork, or is this basically the end of the route?
Well, you can head back. Yeah, there's no other ways you could safely travel other than going back to the way you came.
Huh.
You could ask people in town if, well, he might be back in town.
Arden.
Where did we meet him again?
In town. Maybe he's
He's-
gone back to town. That's weird.
Can I send
Anyway.
Pecky up to do a little scout from up high?
You can, yeah, sure.
Should I roll something
Yeah, make a acuity check.
using my stats or
No, I think Pecky. What tier is Pecky?
3?
Body and just roll 4 dice. Challenge level 2.
Zero.
Pecky doesn't spot anything through the deep canopies of the dark trees.
It's okay,
All right,
Becky.
well-
You tried.
I think Arden is perfectly capable on his own with his Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll head back. Maybe he's already there.
Yeah, we
He
need to
existed at all.
heal my Pokemon.
How much yen did we get? 200 yen.
200 yen.
Cha-ching.
How much was it to heal our Pokemon?
Yes. I don't remember giving
helping
you a
the
price.
community.
I don't
Yeah.
think we got it.
Oh, that's the,
It's helping the community,
caveat
yeah.
for that one, right? Yep.
Yeah, Pokeballs were 55 yen.
Okay, cool. Back to Winnipeg.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. Well done, everyone. We did something good here.
We did something. Brad's like pale and shell-shocked.
Yeah.
You said you wanted adventure.
What did we do?
We helped some Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's good.
I give Stormy a pat on the back and we'll lead off back down the track.
Mimikyu seemed a lot happier.
Okay. You journey back down the track, And by the time you get back to that slope where at first, there's Pokemon
I don't know who's in the lead.
encounters.
I think it is you, Melanie.
And you had already
crap.
banked 4 dice.
Banked 4 dice.
You had rolled 4 times without getting one. So you're on your 5th dice for your rolls.
How do you remember that?
But, I was going to just let you get fast.
I think just let's just
Make a stealth roll.
challenge level.
Can we assist
That's
with
where
that?
I'm a
or-
Viking. Nope.
All right, make a Pokemon encounter roll.
So it's 5
Five
dice,
dice.
right? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How you change the...
It's a fail, isn't it?
Is it a critical fail?
No, it's a critical success.
Yeah.
So you're fine. You keep journeying.
Woohoo!
Melanie's still in the lead. You reach the entrance to the area and you see a rather stressed looking Arden
Oh.
look up at you with his curlier as he sort of looks up.
There you are.
Hey.
Oh my
okay?
gosh, there you are. Oh, thank goodness nothing bad happened to you. I haven't seen you in hours.
Yeah, I died.
Goodness.
In hours, you say?
That's right. Well, we came into the forest and I remember I battled a Pokemon for you and then this awful thing happened. And sweet Azalea, and he pats his curlier, had the most terrible headaches and there was ghost Pokemon and I thought it would best if I take her to rest. And by the time I pulled her back to the entrance to see she was okay, you were all gone.
We saw you. You were waiting in the forest drawing stuff.
I would have remembered if I was doing something like that.
Does Curly still have a headache?
No, she seems great, actually. Isn't that right, Azalea? Azalea. Nods.
Actually, when we left Arden in the forest, I don't remember seeing
Yeah.
their curlier there. Ghost Pokemon.
There are 2 Ardens? That's crazy.
2 of me?
Hi,
That would be wonderful. Imagine all the good we could do.
Well, I have some good news. We have sort of solved a little, let's call it an age-old puzzle out in the
A
forest.
pokey
And-
conundrum.
yeah, and we've helped
TM.
free some Pokemon who are now a lot happier now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of work I like to hear being done out here. Did you see any ruins? I heard rumors that there was an old temple or something up here.
Nope.
It's all
Something about a burial ground and strange.
Mimikyu put a bag in a cave
We made
and
it to
then
the
came
end
out
of the
happy.
forest.
Guys,
We saw all
there's
of
a
it.
giant sign saying do not go in the cave.
it's collapsed and very unstable.
Oh, nothing to. And he
No
gets his
more
book out to like
mysteries
jot.
up there. No survey.
No.
Nothing worse.
Just stop walking
A
back
sign
towards down.
saying don't enter.
Well, you all seem extremely trustworthy, so I guess I'll take you at your word. There's plenty more of this island to look after, but it sounds good that you looked after some Pokemon. After Interstar, what Pokemon did you encounter?
A bunch of ghost Pokemon, mate.
A fake Pikachu.
Always tricky, those ones. Not the biggest fan, to be honest. They do upset my dear Azalea quite a lot.
Yeah, it was. Someone's had quite the out-of-body experience, apparently.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they're good fun.
What do you mean?
Haunter did the old nick Brad's body out of his soul and sort of ran off with it.
Oh, I've heard of that happening. There was a case a long time ago in Kanto region. Young boy spent some time apparently out of his body, experienced with some ghosts, suffered horrible brain damage.
Seems about right.
Is Brad now brain damaged?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, he sounds
Podcast
normal.
listeners, Brad, Jazzer is doing an
Cross-eyed?
exceptional cross-eyed, silly face.
He looks normal.
This seems fine.
He always looks like that.
Me good smart.
Yeah. There was also.
It'd be so funny if you actually became more intelligent. Hit your head.
like
in
Homer with the
someone.
crayon.
Yeah.
Well, actually, now that you ask,
There was a Ghastly
Yep.
and a Gengar
Tricky things.
and a Pikachu.
A Pikachu.
No.
Oh, unexpected to be here.
This is Mimikyu.
Fake Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Mimikyu.
Oh.
And also a little. I'm not so familiar with a little Pumpgast?
Zalaziel. Actually, you guys make a knowledge check challenge level 4 to even know what Zorro is.
I know what
You can all make the check. So I said knowledge, I meant understanding check. Make a knowledge check. I've invented a new stat.
Well, I'm not gonna roll because I've got less than 4 dice.
Okay. It's going to be really hard to succeed. Yeah, no. You don't know the Pokemon and you didn't Pokedex.
What was the check?
Also one.
Understanding.
Man had Pokedex, didn't use.
I was dead.
He was
I have an
dead.
excuse.
You were
In
dead.
his defense.
I apologize for even accusing you. You were dead. You were that was 100% correct.
None of us
It was a
succeeded.
little thingy.
There was zero knowledge.
Okay.
And then there
I might
was
have
a
to-
flying tree.
Oh.
It was weird.
Oh, that's sad. Well, we best get back to town then. It's getting late.
Yes. Yes, we should.
I got some wonderful sketches out here.
Oh,
Can we see?
So you were sketching.
Yeah, well, I was waiting a long time with some of the Pokemon from this route.
I knew it.
What Pokemon did you encounter?
Yeah.
apart from that
Well,
poor tyrant.
a lot of very grumpy looking Tyrants.
Yes.
And a couple of strange. I actually don't have a Pokedex. I'm not familiar with them, these ones, but they are quite fossilized. They looked a bit like isopods and they crawled around. They had fins on their sides and they.
Did you draw it?
Yes. And
Can I see if this works? And can the Pokedex work on a?
It can't. But he does show you a picture of a creature that looks like this.
Oh, what a cutie.
I painted that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever it is.
It's fascinating seeing all these ancient and supposedly extinct Pokemon alive in one place. We really must study this island more. This could be the secret to, well, some extinct creatures that need not be extinct anymore.
Yeah.
We could save more Pokemon.
Yeah.
We
Well,
should see if Mr. Mime is feeling better.
yes, we're back on our way to the town to see if anything's changed there.
Tell you what, you all look rather bushwhacked.
Absolutely.
I'm going to lead the way. How's that sound?
Greatly appreciated.
That would be a relief.
Okay. I'm not bushwhacked, but I am Gengar whacked. Because he really whacked.
What if you were
Pokemon.
Marowaked?
Although,
Pokemon!
just out of curiosity, does anyone fancy fighting a Shroomish?
Nope.
Put him out there. Yeah, I'll just close Stormy's ears. I must just say that.
We already have so much money, though.
All right, Cyanide, let's go. And he throws out a
Cyanide?
Pokeball.
As much as he lost.
And a shiny Lux Ray comes out with a flare and a sparkle and a jolt of electricity as it starts walking with extreme sort of like
Dang.
pride as it leads the way.
It's so beautiful.
And you start heading back to town, led by Arden, who
It's
offered.
so OP that like the other Pokemon just run away from it because they're just like, nah.
No, Pokemon seem. He does encounter one Pokemon on the way, and it is a fairly quick fight, a quick attack, and it like rolls over backwards, and then it flees. It gets hit once and flees when it sees the power.
Yeah.
And after a fairly,
Stormy's
not a huge walk,
The Pokemon.
The bomb goes off.
you arrive
Town is
back at Castaway Cove.
Oh my god, I need another cocktail.
I need to go to Nurse Joy to save my Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we all need a little bit of R&R.
Yeah.
Go there first.
Definitely need a drink. Or 5.
Oh, we should go quickly check on Mr. Mime because
Yeah.
if we've done the
Okay.
good
Oh, yeah.
deed.
Okay.
That's
I don't
true.
think we should let Brad back near Nurse Joy anytime soon.
No, I'm going straight to the alcohol.
Everyone seems to be in
That's
bed
bad. Oh.
Everyone's in bed.
Hey,
as the whole day is
Nighttime.
passed, and it is nighttime. Almost everyone. You do see Ember, the ranger. She
yeah.
seems to be on shift. Sort of waves, and 1 or 2 civilians is around.
Wave over at Ember.
Nice. Hi.
Hi.
I walk over. Hi, we've just gotten back. Possibly a funny question. Is anything different around here? More chill, the Pokemon? Is Mr. Mime...
Oh,
Okay.
the mood around here is much, much improved. That's for sure.
All right.
Well, I mean, certainly. I don't know if you ran into Magical Manfred, but he is, well, he's happy to eat. Let's just put it that way.
Good.
Who's Magical Manfred again?
Owns the Mr. Mime.
Oh,
He's
the
the magician.
Yeah, he's a magician.
one who was stuck with
Yeah.
Mr. Mime. The one with the cape.
Yeah.
Hey Victor, you should tell. I've forgotten her name already, and
Ember.
Ember. Thank you. You should tell Ember our entire trip because I think it's really important. There's someone that's like the ranger of this island that she knows what happened. I'm gonna take Stormy, and we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center.
Yay!
Yes. All right. That's a good point.
Oh, actually, before that, did we take the Shonen Jump?
Did you pick up all the
I
stuff?
would have picked up the Shonen Jump if no one
Okay.
else
All the
did.
stuff, yeah.
I'd like to bypass by the Planarium.
Everything's closed for the night.
I'm going to keep it on me and go over there tomorrow. But we'll head to the... I guess we can't. It's closed as well as in the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could
'cause
do
it's
a
not
walk
24/7.
past it and be like, oh no, it's closed.
You do a work past and there's a Chansey sitting at the entrance, like asleep but fully standing up, just like sleeping into its own body, like. And it's got a little like it's got like a little sign that says like ER, like emergency only.
We'll let Chansey sleep. I feel kind of bad.
Well, even though it's closed, that was worth seeing. And begin the slow walk back.
Cool.
So we have somewhere to stay. We have to go all... We can't go all the way back, can we?
Where to?
Bridge is
broken.
We have
Yeah.
the pinnacle other place.
Can we stay there?
You can find out.
Okay, I take Stormy to bed. Like, we'll go to that,
Okay.
to his place.
What are you two doing?
Shack?
I mean, there's no reason you can't
was-
just rest for the night.
I was going to
deal
the
with it
shack
tomorrow.
place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain what we encountered to Ember.
When everyone else leaves. Okay, cool. And Ember says that she'll pass it on to Tyler and thanks you.
Cool.
It sounds like a very nice thing to have laid a poor innocent to rest. And release some Pokemon. It's very rangery. And as a ranger, it makes sense for you to report that to a ranger. Very well done. As you get there to the shack, you go, "Arr, welcome back.
It's a pirate man.
Have you been loving land lately?"
Lubbin Land?
It's a pirate expression.
What does it mean?
Love and land.
I can
He leans in.
Yes, we've been land loving.
He wipes the sweat off his brow as he had to explain a term he didn't understand. Because those who are astute enough have realized this guy isn't and never was a pirate. But Stormy seems to think he is, and he seems to like that.
Stormy absolutely thinks he's a pirate. He's got a shack full of treasures.
You'll be lucky.
Yeah?
Last night I'll be offering a 2 for the price of 1 deal.
It's kind
So you can stay again tonight.
Hey.
But should you be wanting more of my free services, he rubs his temples, need to improve my cookware. So I'll be looking for a ceramic plate.
That's all you want, a ceramic plate?
Yes. Like a plate of ceramic, not a not tableware. Like a ceramic tile, like a large piece of ceramic. Yeah.
to just be one dish.
I broke me plate last night. I need a new one.
And 1 silver spoon.
Just a pretty ceramic plate with the flowers on it.
We go snooze.
And everyone rests. And do you remember what you get back?
Nope.
One mind or body.
I steal that
Sorry,
when you
knack or grit.
1 knack or grit.
I don't remember anything else.
And
Some amount of health. Who's lost health?
that man?
You've lost health off your person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was like a decent amount. It was like 2 or 3.
Can I just go back to 6? I lost 3, so I was at 3.
Sure.
Yeah. And spirit? None? Spirit?
Spirit's going to be probably double that. So you get back 6 spirit.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. But nothing for the Pokemon
No.
because that's the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
And just to speed through it, because unless you have particular conversations that you want to have, the Pokemon Center will heal all of your Pokemon because Tyler has shared word of what you did, and the Pokemon Center is available to you within reason. Once per day,
Yay.
maximum.
You can decide whether or not it is deemed conversation worthy, but basically I'm just going to go physically check on Mr. Mime, just like see what they're up to.
I have a feeling that's where we'll be all leading to in a minute.
Cool. Okay.
Stormy will
We'll
get
just get like the admin out of the way.
Pokemon are.
Pokemon are full healed, fully revived, fully restored, full HP, full spirit.
Oh my god, this feeling never happens.
Stormy will get out Cutie.
I mean,
and
we'll
see
get
if
1
Cutie's
XP from
okay.
last.
Session.
Wait, I think we did that, didn't
Did we?
Yeah, you did it at
no,
the
I
end of the
just
session.
did it then.
You should have 19 experience total,
We always do it at the start.
right?
We should have 19. So you have 18.
What?
So you should have one more.
Don't you only have 14?
Sorry.
Maybe you should have 14.
14.
You should have 14. I don't know why. You should have.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, I got 14.
Oh, was I stingy at some point?
Yes.
Probably.
That makes
We're
sense.
one off from getting a trait.
You were stingy on the ones we filmed all in one day.
That's reasonable.
So Stormy's gonna get out Cutie to see if Cutie feels better.
Cutie feels wonderful. Cutie comes out, and there is like the splash of the Pokeball landing, and Cutie just seems super not to appear.
No.
There we go. Cutie seems just like chill, like smiling and nodding its head from side to side. Still shy, but like
I
looks
give
kind of
Cutie
happy.
a little like all those little hands and just do a little dance.
Does a little dance with you.
Is there multiple chances? Aw. Is there multiple chances working at this
No,
program?
just the one.
Just the one? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Poor Chance. I give Chancey a little pat. That must suck. You have to work overtime
Yeah.
and then
For a massage.
shift.
I don't know.
I'm
It's
pretty
like, totally
sure
spirit.
Nurse Joy.
You can give a free massage that doesn't restore anything, just like a remedial.
I'd like to give her a-
It's like a 10-minute
Like, it'd
boost,
be
not
like-
a 60-minute.
Just like touching mochi. Like it's.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Oh,
Mushroom.
Nice.
Marshmallow.
And
not mushroom.
just to embody what these people do on the island all day, when you go to the Pokemon Center before you go in, no Pokemon are in there and being healed. And in fact, Chansey and Nurse Joy have white chef's hats on and are like mixing bowls, and they're making like baking some kind of something.
can I offer to help them?
They're fine. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
all right.
Don't stress.
No helping.
All right. So with all of your admin done, you ready to go deal with that dastardly Mr. Mime?
Oh no! I have one last thing I want to do. Sorry. I want to go back to the Lunarium.
Okay.
I want to give the teacher, whose name I have unfortunately forgotten, the Shonen Jump.
It was Han. Yeah.
Han, yeah.
You give them the Shonen Jump.
Yes. And
Okay.
I say, I know you guys like collecting stuff that's kind of like washed up or found around here. We found this and we thought it would be I thought it'd be really cool for the kids to have a look at. It appears to be a magazine of some sort.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Oh, this is an interesting relic from a few years ago.
Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime jump scare. Thank you.
I just want that to be canon.
I
from
think
now
I
on.
know where you found this. They say it was
Oh,
like a
do you
somber.
actually?
Well, Tyler's told the adults what you did.
Oh, yeah,
That's how
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
knows to treat you nicely.
Yeah, so, but I thought it could be useful.
It was
So-
a shonen jump scare.
The children will enjoy it very much. We have a couple of children who are learning the language as well, so
I want a button that is just one guy that says, boo!
Just record yourself.
no, because then that whole start of this episode would have been poo and boo on repeat. It has been constant boo, poo,
Don't
poo,
give him
poo,
that
poo,
idea.
poo, boo, poo,
Don't give
boo.
him that
I can make a
idea.
poo
No,
button.
please.
So
Oh, I've got an admin thing.
Oh my god.
they seem very like it. The kids are gonna love it. It's a comic book. They don't get many like comic
No,
books.
yeah, that's what I thought.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Very kind.
Just to swap out our apricorns for
Okay, you're gonna spend some yen.
Pokeballs.
How many
Yeah.
apricons do you have?
I have one apricon. Does anyone else have any apricons?
I have one as well.
That's 110 yen worth.
Anyone
Okay.
else?
I do not have apricot.
Jazzo, do you have an apricon?
Poo.
It's like talking to a 2-year-old.
When you rock up
Poo.
and you
To a 2-year-old.
Poo.
Recorded it.
Poo.
For podcast listeners, he recorded that. He's not actually saying it.
so
Oh my god. Apricon, Jazzo.
when you no he doesn't deserve one. When you get
Done myself
to
out of that.
when you get to Whittler, seeing your handful of shiny yen conveniently in 5 and 50 yen pieces, he actually says, "Oh, I didn't realize you were quite a collector. Well, for double the fee, I believe I could make you an even better Pokeball.
For both of them?
Like per Pokeball.
The double the fee.
Do we have
110.
enough? I'll ask Victor.
I will look over Stormy's shoulder at all the money she's holding, which I believe is everything we have.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
I have
200 yen.
45 yen.
How much did you have before? Oh, you lost all your
lost
yen.
it
Don't
all.
ask that.
So you have 45.
Don't say that.
You have 200.
And how much? It's 55 for
Yeah.
So
first
110 for the special upgrade, but technically we have enough for 4 Pokeballs.
You only have 2 apricons, though, right?
Yeah.
So you could get 2 special. Or
You
Yeah,
can
get the
two
special.
Well, I doubt we're, who knows if we'll be able to get more.
special
So.
ones.
You got normal. We've got normal ones.
Okay,
May as well.
here you go, Mr. Guy
He
who
makes
likes my
2
grandma.
great balls for you.
Ooh.
Yay!
It's yours.
Thank you.
And that was 110 yen.
Oh, 220, yeah.
It was
Oh, it's
220.
each. Okay, 220. So I am out of yen.
And he's a very happy boy.
You have 25.
25?
Yeah.
I just spent all the money.
Well, I mean, you can't spend on anything
You
else.
just spent
so-
a dead child's pocket money.
Yeah. Oh,
She didn't know that. It was cool cave treasure.
I spent the cave treasure. I got anime and money.
Technically, all coins probably belong to someone who is now dead.
that's
Oh,
true.
Murray, that's.
That makes me like them more. I'm going to go pat my coins at home.
Yeah, dead men's treasure.
Yeah, one of them might have been a pirate.
No, I'm a pirate.
Oh, true.
Aren't we all?
So, we happy?
Now we can,
We've done admin?
Yes, we've done admin. Yep.
So, you look around until you can find. Are you looking for Mr. Mime? Mm-hmm. Oh, the magician. Now, you haven't got to speak to Magical Manfred yet, have you?
Correct.
I think you screamed at him.
You find.
Use the little paper.
He sent the paper
Yeah.
to Pecky. Yeah.
You look around the town for a bit until you eventually find a very jolly looking man wearing a blue cape with stars on it, and he has a top hat looking like sort of a street magician, and he's with Mr. Mime as well.
In the Lunaria?
Mr. Mime is his Pokemon.
I think that's pretty
I mean, if you want to use your stream deck to manage this, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could help, I wouldn't be struggling so much. There you go.
Judge you while you GM and press buttons.
Sorry.
I don't know if that's the scene you want.
Jen, I just have a question. How many times have you pressed that button on that tonight?
Like 4 times.
Okay, cool.
You're pressing Jen's buttons right now. Careful.
After 12 years, you got to know how to annoy each other. Okay, so can you give me one of them again?
Poo.
It's right in my ears. Good. I'm starting to like it. It's the rule of comedy. I've loathed it, and now it's getting better. It's like a parabolic arc to joy.
Yeah.
It's good. A lesson in comedy of repetition. As you arrive, it is you, my saviors, says Magical Manfred, doing a deep bow to all of you. You have restored my mimey friend, and now we're all happy together. Ah, it's wonderful.
Wow, everyone's gone real loopy on this island, eh?
You sure it's not Manfred the Musical?
It's time for me to give you your reward. And he pulls out a coin and hands it towards Stormy.
Treasure!
And as Stormy goes to grab it,
Why
it's
do all the
disappeared out of his
adults like
hand.
Stormy?
You say it like that.
I'm jealous.
It ain't like that. And then he reaches behind Stormy's ear and pulls the coin out and says, "What were you keeping it there for?"
I didn't do it. I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's,
And then he drops it, but he like motions to drop it, but it's just gone. It doesn't drop out of his hand. It just like vanishes. Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have lost all my money.
This is the coolest ever.
Hey, Chris, I'm just going to look over the side to see what Mr. Mime is doing.
Mr. Mime is like miming leaning on a wall and miming smoking a cigarette.
that's great.
Just like,
Now, I have a lot to thank you for, but there is something I need to impart to you. I've spent my entire morning doing my favorite thing, playing charades with my good pal. And he slaps Mr. Mime, like on the shoulder, like a friendly and firm pat on the shoulder. But Mr. Mime takes that, like a shadow, and he does the like 5-step stumble and like stagger and like mimes landing immaculately though. Like as much as we mock Mr. Mime, it is like the best mime act you have ever seen. It's like perfect mime artistry. And I have spent literally 3 hours translating a message for you.
3 hours.
It was a lot of movie and 2 words. It was a lot.
Oh, right.
From Mr. Mime.
Pokemon don't speak. Yes, Mr. Mime is very good with not sign language. Despite being incredibly good with his hands, he has refused to learn sign language and will only communicate through mime and charades.
Well, charades is very fun.
Thankfully, I've done the arduous task of translating it.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
So, as a way of thanks for rescuing me and allowing me to bring entertainment and joy to the dour lives of all the children on this island. And he bows his hat down. Where? Ah! And he gasps with his top hat and pulls out a little. What's the first evolution of Lopunny? Is it the Bunnery? Pulls out a little Bunnery from his hat, and he's like, "How did this get here?" And then he plumps his hat back on it, and then it's gone out of his hat.
Oh my god, he killed it.
And he puts his hat back in his head.
Oh, wow. Brad's like cross-legged on the floor.
And Stormy next to him.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Okay, so
This is for kids.
the
Where
message.
did the coin go?
I don't know. I didn't take it.
It's right here, and he pulls it from behind your head.
Oh, oh my God.
Have you been pitching my money?
No.
Oh, and then Mr. Mime is miming, sneaking over behind, and then like grabs the coin out of his hand, and he's like, "Where is it?" And then he looks at you all. Yeah, I was telling you a message. Yes.
Yes.
Were you?
The message is, we are to go to Rotom, and we are to go to the Learnarium. You must bring the salty semen to the Learnarium. Mm-hmm. I didn't even mean that. I didn't even mean that. I genuinely was just like, what's this? It's Sal.
No longer
It's
child-friendly.
Salty Sal.
I can see how you could get that.
Salty Sal at the Sleep and Sardines.
We have to bring a
I was like,
wine.
it's the salty guy, salty Sal. So, salty
again?
Sal's Rotom you need to bring to the Learnarium.
You're going down.
See nothing wrong with what was said. I don't know what you're talking about.
You did say we. Is that all of us or just us? Are you included in the situation? You said we.
Yes, my good companion Mime here is important.
You named you Mr. Mime.
What's your name, Mr. Mime?
Okay, he's funny.
Middle finger just good comedy acts always have a straight man, eh?
Are you sure he's just not annoyed at you? I mean, to be fair, he's had a headache for like the past, like, I don't know how many days, right?
Yes, I'm the one that should be annoyed. He smoked all my cigarettes.
Wow. And how is the interior of your abode?
Oh, it's a downright mess. I was in there for days. So,
But all is fixed. Yes, we should do the thing.
get Rotom.
Yep.
Get to the Learnarium. Let's go.
Okay.
I'll go
Let's
find
go,
Salty
Tom.
Sal.
And then he turns to start running towards the Learnarium.
Yeah.
And him and Mr. Mime are like slow motion running, like painfully, really well done, but like painfully slow motion running towards the Learnarium.
Well, so we can go get Rotom and they'll be
Yeah.
halfway there.
Yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Yep.
All
We
right.
diverge off.
You go over. You can very quickly ask, and Salty Sal brings his Rotom with him.
What is Rotom?
I thought-
Genuine question.
I thought Rotom was elsewhere. But
Remember
Rotom
the,
belongs-
Rotom is his
little
blender.
talking, phone?
yes, that's right. I thought there were two of them for some reason.
There are. There's also Ember's phone, and also
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, Tyler has a phone Rotom too.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
This
just grab some.
Rotom comes with, and you all head to the Learnarium. And despite the fact that you went there, as soon as you were out of earshot, it seemed that Magical Manfred and the Mr. Mime sprinted to the Learnarium. So they're there when you arrive. And all the children have been taken outside by Han to like go do some outside excursion, and you're all around a cabinet case that has been opened up and a bit of drapery has been pulled off it, and there's an old tube television standing there, and the rotom floats into the television and static suddenly it activates, it's powered to life, and Mr. Mime goes and stands next to the television and then creates a light screen, like a magical effect, in front, and the image starts to like become more solid, but it's almost being projected through the TV, but then being captured in like an etheric way. So there's something being transmitted through the TV that like doesn't get transmitted on television waves. It's being used as a medium that's then being translated by Mr. Mime's like psychic screen, almost like a thin LCD screen in front of the tube TV. And then Mr. Mime like grabs one of the aerials on the TV and starts like pointing his finger to the sky and like rotating it around. And there's a I don't know if this is gonna be terrible.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. You got the hiccups?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Mr. Mime! Hello?
What?
Oh. Yes, good to... I see. You're going to translate what they say. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm speaking with... who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with, and I say everyone's names.
Can you say their names, please?
Okay.
There we go.
Speaking with Stormy, speaking with Victor, speaking with Melody, speaking with Brad, speaking with the magnificent magician. What was your name again? Manfred, that's it.
And
Magical Manfred!
Yeah, and him.
And is
And Han is here too.
Amber here also?
Han.
Oh, it's outside?
It's just you lot. Outside with the kids.
Okay.
Salty Sal's here.
And the image
Oh, and
starts to coalesce on this screen, but it's flickering. Of a man with a hat that every now and then sort of wobbles and moves around his head. He's sort of wearing a suit, purple tie and a long coat with purple accents. He has this old-timey looking fedora on. It's not really a fedora, it's bigger than a fedora. It's an old-timey looking hat, like an old gumshoe detective from like the 30s.
So that appears on Mr. Mime's like screen.
Yeah, that appears on the like screen that's being projected in front of you.
Hello. Are you real? No offense, but we've had some ghost Pokemon shenanigans.
I am, in fact, very real.
Oh, brilliant.
Sort of ghost.
I'm Inspector Tucker with the International Police.
Police?
We didn't crash the boat. That wasn't us.
Wait, international? You're not on this island?
No, I'm...
Find us! Help us! Get us out of here! I died!
All right.
I got better.
All right. Let's listen to what he has to say first. Speak, Mr. Tucker.
Told you we'd get off this island.
I've been investigating the disappearances for a long time. I'm, well, the world's best investigator. I have been tasked with jobs that no one else can complete, and me and my Pokemon are trying to find a way to communicate, and it seems we've finally succeeded. I've been trying for weeks. It's been exhaustive, but finally my message is getting through.
If I may ask, how successful are your cases?
Near 100%.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wow.
So glad we met you, mate.
Oh.
So you can save us?
Well, if we can find a way to get a better signal away from this island, I should be able to triangulate using my gifts.
Gifts.
What would you suggest? Like where we should go?
You need to find some kind of high point on the island. Maybe from there you'll be able to spot something, a ship, any kind of radio transmitter, and, well, you'll definitely need a psychic Pokemon. Only through them can I communicate.
Check.
So, high point, radio, psychic Pokemon.
That's right. And if I can get a good connection to you, I should be able to navigate to you safely because I don't need to worry about systems and technology that can go awry.
Your boat won't crash like ours did?
Oh, I won't be coming by boat.
All right. Well, high point.
He'll be coming through the TV.
There's definitely some big bloody mountains on this island, so that should be. Well, I mean, it's a mountain of a task, but we can do that. A radio. We'll have to check around to see if we can get one of those. Just any long range radio is fine.
Oh, I think it'll need to be more like a radio tower.
All right. Cool. I guess we can see if one of those is there.
Probably if there's any research stations or more likely a shipwrecked ship with some equipment still intact.
Well,
So
there's
just-
definitely some towns.
Just to double check, you want us to go up to, say, a mountain, have a look around at the entire island to find a radio tower, go down to the radio tower, and communicate with you.
Via psychic Pokemon.
Yeah, is that correct?
I didn't say it would be easy, but that is correct. And if you want to have another hot shower again, I'd suggest you hop to.
We will do it. Yeah.
No, we're there.
No,
We're
I just wanted to
practically
clarify
leaving. Yeah.
that's the mission.
Just want
yeah.
to get it clear
Yeah.
so we can do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, the island has its charms.
Please, for the love of God,
Yeah,
save us.
Can you say hi to my mom and dad for me? Please?
What's your name, little girl?
Stormy?
Stormy. And your surname?
McStorm.
Stormy McStorm.
I didn't make a surname.
Does that make it Brand McStorm as well?
Isn't it
How related
Lapoon,
are you?
Professor Lapoon, or is that his first name? Or is it Stormy Stormface?
It's so long ago in the thing. I got to.
Amazing.
Gosh, I don't even know where it's written down.
This
from the
is why
first
we never
episode.
GM or DM because it's the name thing.
Unfortunately, you only know the professor. It's Professor Lakuma.
Okay, Lakuma will be. Name not
Stormy Lagoon.
I'll see if I can get word out to them. Don't worry, Stormy.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
I will. I'm with my friends.
Now, the sooner you get a psychic Pokemon to your side, the sooner I should be able to help you out.
We have one. We have one. She has one.
I get Cutie out. Wave, Cutie.
Mr. Mime reaches out, and for a moment, the signal gets a bit weird and gestures for Cutie to like hold hands.
Cutie.
And there's a moment where their eyes both close.
World says eyes.
Yes, Roltz is adorable.
Little eyes peeking underneath.
They're underneath.
All right.
Okay.
It's like a big cringe.
Your companion you've kindly named Cutie. I think I can sense them. They're very young, though, and not very strong. I'll try to get word through when I can.
Okay.
So we should theoretically make Cutie stronger.
It couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I get you.
So you communicate through Cutie.
Well, are any of you psychics?
I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
I can talk to ghosts, apparently.
Gosh, that would make it extremely easy. Unfortunately, there are only a handful of us in the world, so I'm just gonna have to make do with your bestest companions.
Yeah.
We'll do what we can.
All right.
See you in soon.
The next episode.
Will our party, yes, in the next episode of Pokemon, will our party manage to find a way to a high mountain? And will that way be north? And will North potentially lead them into any strife with a nefarious team of villains who come from the North?
Uh-oh.
Who knows? Who is this mysterious Detective Tucker? And why does he look so much like a Dave OC fan insert? Is it because I was really jealous of not getting to play in a Pokemon game? And I said to Alicia, can you please make a character that looks like me, but is a cool Pokemon detective with psychic powers? And she said,
cool.
yes.
Someone said it looks like Dumbledore from Fantastic Beasts.
Well, that's
Jude
still
Law.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
it's the
also,
coat.
just wait till you see my Pokemon.
I'm so excited.
If you see my Pokemon.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, Tucker's Pokemon.
Thank you to all of our Patreons.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
to our
watching.
Patrons. Patrons, get ready. Get ready for some posting. It was obviously a bit quiet while we were away. I've got a bunch to bring you up to speed on. We've got public post about Gateway, giving a timeline on what we're doing. Public private patron alphas coming up in June. After party, all that stuff, and
Too much power.
I'm gonna tape
one
those
man.
buttons.
one person at this table has been doing this for 12 years.
What, poo?
Yeah, the first 20 years were a nightmare. Not a single poo. Peed it all out.
Bringing the wisdom and experience.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for joining.
I mean, someone else can sign off if you'd like.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're going to go hang out with stream and after party and all that.